Hey everyone, welcome back to the Circle Club. I'm Tyrone with the Marvel expert, the man himself, Corey of What's Next. What's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, so today we're talking about episode 5 of Moonlight, the Asylum. Bro, not gonna lie, kind of mid. Not loving the series right now. Like, great concepts to take from them, and that's why we had you guys here today to tell you the key takeaways that we think you should get from episode 5. But bro, overall, man, how you feeling about the series right now?
You know, like I was describing to you, I feel like knowing that we only have one more episode left, I am frustrated with the show. I feel like they've given us a lot of cool concepts and some details and things, but I just feel like I've just been kind of being led along a little bit too much.
Yeah,
right? I feel like I need more action. I need more of the wow. Like, I feel like we've been stuck in the first act of a movie for 5 episodes.
That's a great way to put it.
And that's how I feel, right? Like, I feel like if there was 8 episodes, 10 episodes of the show, I would still feel great about it. But we're about to be in the final 30 minutes of the movie pretty much, and we're still in the first act. I'm not feeling great about it.
Oh boy. All right, so here are key takeaways from episode 5, The Asylum.
Number 1, in the MCU, they've established that there's multiple interpretations of the afterlife. They talk about how for Wakandans, they might see the ancestral plane. And for somebody like Mark, who has DID, he sees a mental hospital. So it's really down to your interpretation of what you feel comfortable with being in a plane of higher consciousness as well. Right. So they have multiple interpretations of those afterlives.
Yeah, because the hippo says, even if I tried to explain this to you, your human mind wouldn't be able to understand it anyways. Number 2, Steven's origin story and how Mark got his DID is explained. I thought Marvel did a really great job of explaining DID, how it works and it stems from trauma, how it's used as a shield to protect things. And we see this rift between Mark and Steven because they both interpret their life and their relationship with their mother differently. That was very, very well done. That was something I did enjoy about this episode. And it goes back to what we said. There are key elements of the show so far that we like, but overall, that story is not strong enough.
Number 3, is there even a third altar? Over the last 2 episodes prior to this episode 5, we've seen teases at a third altar. And as we go through this episode, we really start to see that it may just be Mark and Steven that we're dealing with here. So do we even have a third altar? Is it coming maybe in the future? I feel like there's a tease there, but they're not really telling us that there's actually somebody there. So there's still a lot of questions around if there's actually a third altar going on with Moonlight.
Yeah. Number 4, is Mark now balanced because he's admitted to knowing that he's been running and hiding from the truth? Yeah, that was a very interesting thing because to me, what that kind of showed was that the soul and body were 2 different things, right? Because Mark and Steven both have their hearts taken from them and they have to be judged. That was just weird because once he got rid of Steven, that's when things became balanced. And it kind of made me think it was almost as if he got rid of his DID or his protector, which we both know with DID, it's something that you have forever. So I'll be interested to see how Steven comes back because he's not going to go anywhere. That's not how DID works unless this higher plane somehow does that. But Disney's going to have a lot of explaining to do. There'll be some pissed off people if they just cured his DID.
Yeah, that might be their only way to cure their DID. Going back to what Teal'c said, your human brain can't interpret this. That's why you guys do not have a cure. So you have to go to the afterlife to make this get sense. I think that would be very touchy to position that as the cure for DID. So
I agree.
Highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Number 5, is this the last we've seen of Steven, right? As we just talked about, they go through this afterlife, they get judged, and Steven ends up falling off the boat, and it seems like we've lost Steven. But as we just said, DID is not curable. So are we going to see Steven again? Is it going to be in the real life? Is it not? Very curious to find out what happens to this character as we've gotten to really fall in love with them over the last few episodes.
Number 6, Khonshu and Mark's first interaction. So we see this first interaction, and it was cool to see Mark's perspective versus Steven because the way Mark kind of made it look like was as if he was manipulating him, which brings us to that last question is Khonshu manipulating Mark? Because Steven was just like, Mark, it looks like he kind of manipulated you there. And Mark's like, no, I think he just made me more of who I am, right? That is a very big thing to take away with this because Khonshu is also how he can tap into that Moonlight suit. So there has to be something there. Part of me thinks that Khonshu is not, like, maybe he sort of started out manipulating him, but as it went on, it became a real authentic relationship. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, he might be manipulating him. Like, he comments about the fracture in his mind. And you go back to when Khonshu was really talking about Arthur and how Arthur was kind of doing more than what he probably should have when he was Khonshu's avatar, right? So I think there's something to Khonshu, and going back to our third altar, right? In the episode when they were on the cliff and the kid jumped off, right? Was it really a third altar? Or was it just Khonshu completely taking over the body and doing what he needed to, right? So I think there's still a lot of questions here revolving around this. So Khonshu may, in theory, be blinded by his own agenda.
Yeah,
here.
Possibly. All right, guys, that's going to do it for episode 5. Make sure you go and check out what's next for our full in-depth review. We hope you enjoyed this week. If you have anything you want us to watch or see, make sure you comment below and go check out Corey over on What's Next, because that's where the best Marvel content happens. Make sure you subscribe and tune in next week, because we do make videos every week, despite what I just said. We typically have something. If it's not me and Corey, it's me and Talia. If it's not me and Talia, it's me and Matt. It might just be myself. And yeah, enjoy your week. We'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.